Hello, I'm the Toycat and welcome back to my Mathcraft video. These are videos I make on my channel where I go really in-depth into the math behind a particular Minecraft problem. And today I want to go into a Minecraft problem which admittedly I kind of came up with myself, but I think is a really cool challenge to attempt in survival because I was curious, if you wanted to collect every single item in Minecraft console survival, how many items are there to collect? And that's what I'll be answering in today's video. Hopefully you all do enjoy it. If you do like the maths videos, like it, let me know because it helps out the channel a lot. And let us know you do like Mathcraft, or at the very least let us know you like One-Legged Steve, who's back for the first time in a while, yay. But with that said, let's get straight into the actual video itself, shall we? And let's start by telling you how we're going to calculate this, because there's a lot of steps you require to go through this, but I think the easiest way to start is to work out how many items there are in the creative mode of Minecraft. The creative mode of Minecraft and survival have a lot of overlap in terms of their blocks. There are some blocks available only in survival, some blocks only in creative, but you know, we can start with the creative blocks and when we've got a number, and then we can work from there. So yeah, the easiest way to work this out is go to the creative menu, and as you can see, there's 10 blocks across, there's 5 blocks down, which means that when we have building blocks, which is free pages and free blocks, as you can see, that means 153 separate building blocks. So that's easy enough to go into. Then we go into decorations, where there's technically a bit of controversy of the banners, because you can argue that, oh, there should be decillions of them, but let's just say 16 banners, one of each colour is all you need for this challenge. That means there is 16 banners and a total of 143 decorations. So then we move next on to the redstone, where it's simply just 35 separate things. Then materials, there's 50 of these, which I really like. It's the exact perfect number for a page on Minecraft creative, which I really quite like right there. So 50 materials exactly. Then we've got 35 different bits of food, individual items of food. Then we've got 60 tools and weapons, if you exclude the enchantments, which we'll come back to later, but 60 different, individual items here until you get to the enchanted books. Then we've got the brewing items, so everything used for potions, brewing, every single individual type of potion. And then we go to miscellaneous, where as you can see, there is 65 items, and then 66 items, and then you can argue a 67, because the fireworks, again, there's like sextillions of them. We don't want to go into each individual, firework. Let's just say that, one type of firework is all you need for the challenge, because otherwise, again, if you include the banners, you include the fireworks, then this doesn't become a challenge that's actually doable. It becomes like a joking little challenge. So let's just say one firework is one item, one individual color of banner is one item, and that gives us a grand total, once you total all those things up, of 624 individual items in Minecraft Creative. So yeah, this is a useful number, but we're still quite a few steps away from where we want to be, because I think, excluding the enchantments is kind of useful for creative, but if you want to go into survival, you're going to have to include those enchanted books, and I think not just only include the enchanted books, but include each enchanted book that doesn't necessarily exist in creative. So yeah, there's 27 enchanted books in creative, at least as far as I can count, but these only count the very max level of each one. But if you wanted to collect every single item in Minecraft survival, I would say you at least either want to get each individual book for, like, let's say Luck of the Sea 2 and 1 and Sharpness 1, 2, 3, 4, or you want to have an item with each of those on, so you can say that you've officially done that. So you won't have a sword of every single sword enchantment, or this or that, but let's just say you want to have one copy of each enchantment. There's 81 separate enchantments if you include all the different levels, again, Sharpness 1, Sharpness 3, etc. If you count all those levels together, you get 81 separate enchantments, and if we add those to our total, that gives us 705 individual items in the creative menu once you add into the enchantments. So yeah, this is useful, but again, we're still a few steps removed, because bear in mind, there are some items which can only be found in creative, like the spawn eggs, or like, the bedrock, for instance, and there are certain items you can only get in survival, interestingly enough. And if we, then take away all these creative only items, which as far as I can count it is bedrock, the Steve head, all the other heads are technically gettable with, the charge creeper thing, but the Steve head is not obtainable in survival. The end portal frame, you can't actually get in survival, you can find them, but you can't take it and put it in a chest. The 6 types of silverfish block, same sort of thing, and the 30 spawn eggs, that gives us 39 blocks, which are available, in creative, but not in survival. So we take those away from our total, and then we add the dragon egg, which you have to kill the dragon for, and it's kind of cool, but you add the dragon egg to that, you add the 2 types of anvils, the damaged and the very damaged anvil, you add frosted ice, which is a console exclusive and a survival exclusive, and then you add the fireworks star, and that gives you a grand total of 671 items. So just bear in mind, because I know at this point you're going to be like, wow, 671 items in survival. Some people are going to be saying, oh, there are some items you've forgotten taken away, but as far as I know, most of these other items are obtainable. So for instance, chain armor, a lot of people think it's not obtainable, but you can get it if you go and you trade at villages. Sometimes they'll trade it with you. For instance, if you look at music discs, they seem unobtainable, but all you have to do is get a skeleton to kill a creeper in survival. All of these items, for the most part, at least as far as I'm aware, can be gotten in survival in some way, and that means that if you wanted to get every single item, humanly possible in survival, you need to have 671, which if you wanted to put on like an item frame wall, you'd have like a 27 by 27, wall just filled with item frames, but because the item frame limit on console is lower than that, because it causes real issues even when you get to like 400, which is roughly the limit, you need to store them in chests. Plus, you've got to think about the fact that, like, enchantments, you can't really differentiate, Sharpness 1 from Sharpness 5 unless it's in a chest. So yeah, you want to have chests, and therefore, how many chests do you need to pull off this challenge? The answer to that is that you need 24 chests, and then one chest which isn't entirely full, but let's just say 25 5 chests, with one being 4 items short. That is how many chests you're going to need to put off this challenge, which I think is a really cool kind of starting point, because you can, again, just start this really easily of stuff like, oh, let's grab some dirt, put it in there, and then the easiest way to, like, kind of pull this off is to be like, okay, once you fill a chest with unique items, which don't stack on each other, every single time you add an item, check it against all the previous chests. If you don't already have it, throw it in there, and once you get to 671 items, you'll have completed and collected every single item in Minecraft Survival. So, yeah, I think that's a really cool challenge. I think if you want to attempt that, then now you know the numbers, and I think it would be a really cool start for, like, either just, you know, like a solo survival world or like a series or something. I think there's so many cool ideas of collecting all of these items, because bear in mind, there's so many different steps of this. There's the, you know, going and brewing each of those individual types of potions. There's the trying to enchant all those different levels, which I think is, you know, on the harder bits, but then it's all about, also about, you know, going and exploring to find stuff like, you know, finding an emerald ore block, which you have to silk touch up. It's about finding stuff like, again, even the emerald block you have to do a lot of trading for. Getting the XP bottle, for instance, you have to trade with it. There's so many different things where you have to do so many different parts, but 671 is the magical gold total that you're gonna have to aim for. So hopefully this video did help you out in some way. Hopefully you now know how many items you're gonna get. I hope that some of you are trying to achieve this challenge. Let me know if you do with the comments down below, and also if you do finish it, let me know on Twitter with you know, like a screenshot or something, because I'm always curious to see what you guys are attempting in survival, as well as this sort of stuff. So I hope you did enjoy the video. Like it if you did like it, because it helps out the channel and lets me know you do like the Mathscraft. Share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching. As a heads up, if you want to see more Mathscraft videos that are a bit more intense than this one didn't really involve too much maths, then you can check out either my video on banners, you know, how many banner combinations there are, or my video on how many possible Minecraft worlds there are, because they're both pretty mind-blowing pieces of information that I think you might enjoy. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the video, because I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.